I mean, it sounds about right. I mean, we did play one of the best teams, in the NFL, and projected to go to the Super Bowl and definitely hit playoffs. So I don't know. I was expecting a little more from the Arizona Cardinals, to be honest with you. Kudos to the Saints. Overall, fantastic team. There's some key things that I want to go ahead and talk about that I feel like turned this game around and basically gave the Saints all the momentum in the world. We're going to go ahead and dive into that shortly. Go ahead and hit that intro. Gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. I want to thank every single one of you for watching this video. Now, I understand this is not under the best circumstances. I am pretty much wearing black because I do feel like this is a moment where very, very humbling experience. We pretty much got bent over and got smacked and spanked by one of the best teams in the NFL. And I feel like we did a pretty good job in the first half of the game, taking the fact that it was 6-10 by the time the half actually ended. And I honestly did feel super, super good. I felt like the defense was doing pretty decent. Unfortunately, they couldn't really get off the field very much, so they were pretty much on the field a good majority of the time. Don't really want to blame that too much on the offense, at least in the first half, because their time of possession was just ridiculous. The amount of time we had the ball compared to what they had the ball, it's just the defense couldn't do anything to basically cause pressure on Drew Brees. It just was definitely an unfortunate snowball effect that seems to be a trend that's been happening a lot of the games that we actually lose. I don't know if you noticed that there's some games that we were actually pretty neck and neck with the team, but I think at the end of it all, they just don't play full 4 quarters of play football in general. Sometimes the offense just kind of falls asleep, and then the defense, being that they're pretty much on the field all the time, they basically just break. And this is the unfortunate circumstance of what it looks like right now when we're sitting right now 3-4-1, being a Cardinal fan. It doesn't look good, man. It doesn't feel good either. It's really unfortunate. But I definitely want to give kudos to the Saints fans. Congratulations, you guys are a fantastic team. Drew Brees, big time, future Hall of Famer. I couldn't say enough good things about the Saints or about Drew Brees just in general. So and they beat us with not even having their best running back on the field. But Latavius Murray did a very good job as well. So kudos to him as well. Overall, I feel like the momentum actually got shifted over, and a couple different things that I wanted to go ahead and point out. Chase Edmonds did get hurt, unfortunately. I think he had a hamstring injury, which he was held out for the entirety of, once he got out. So that's really something that I got to go ahead and, keep my eye on, because it would be very unfortunate to lose Chase Edmonds, especially we have a game in the next 4 days. And we can definitely tell at this point right now that Alfred Morris signing was pretty dumb, and I honestly do feel like Jay Ajayi would probably have been the better option. I don't think he probably would have played. He probably would have been inactive too, but it would make me feel a little better about having a backfield with maybe now Chase Edmonds being hurt, David Johnson not being the same, and having Jay Ajayi would just make me feel a little bit better just overall. But guys, the momentum that I felt like got switched over when Cliff Kingsbury tried to convert that 3rd and 1 when we were on our own 30, and then he calls a play action pass where Kyler Murray was not even close to hitting any of the receivers that were out there. That was really unfortunate. And then we tried to convert the 4th and 1 by running Chase Edmonds up the middle. But a great team like the Saints, they're gonna know dang well what you're trying to do. So it just was I don't know, just kind of left a really, really bad taste in my mouth. Just the inexperience of play calls that Cliff Kingsbury does. I don't think he's quite thinking of the repercussion as far as what's going to happen, because that was the big momentum change as to where the Saints basically, put their foot on that gas pedal, and they kept going, and they kept dragging us through that whole game, and you can definitely tell. So there was that, and there was also a call that was a no call, which there was a flag on the field where Christian Kirk was pretty much held. Now he was like held down, and then they threw a flag for a pass interference, and then they said that it was not a pass interference. Now, should have Cliff Kingsbury challenged that play, they would have put us at the 2 or the 1, 2 yards, 3 yards away from the actual from the touchdown. But Cliff Kingsbury didn't throw the flag. Now, I understand why he didn't throw the flag. Most of the time, these calls aren't really overturned. The percentage on these calls that ever get overturned it doesn't happen very often. So we only had one timeout as well left. So that just kind of goes to the fact where, in the Superdome, it got super loud, to the fact that they couldn't communicate with each other at all. And you can definitely tell, unfortunately, they had to use 2 of their 3 timeouts for that second half. And it just was a humbling experience, to say the least. Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate. Can't really say very much to that. I really do hope that pass interference call was called, but yeah, it wasn't. So I mean, I don't know. Who knows what could have happened if that was the case. But then again, there was also Larry Fitzgerald, who, had a corner route and caught the ball, but he didn't put 2 feet in the end zone. So we had to settle for another field goal. So we're just struggling big time in the red zone again. And it's just not really good to see. Kyler Murray had some pretty fantastic plays. He had some pretty cool plays where he, kind of moved out of the pocket and tried to made something out of nothing. And then he made sometimes when he tried to get out of the pocket, and then he caused himself to get sacked. It's just an overall kind of bad taste in my mouth kind of game. And I don't know, guys, this one really kind of took the wind out of me, and honestly, but I don't know what I expected, to be honest with you. That they're a very great team, and we're pretty much in rebuilding mode right now. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much what I got for this episode here. Let me know what you guys think as far as how the game went. I'm sorry I'm not very enthusiastic, but it's just I'm just pretty bummed out, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. Cardinals fans, let's stick with the Cardinals, guys. Please like the video, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the community, guys. Thank you so very much, guys. I'm out. Thank you so much.